Hey guys, welcome to Kitfox Aircraft. It's a beautiful day out here, light winds, blue skies. It's spring's in the air. It's time to get out and go flying. Hey, we get a lot of frequently asked questions about some of the options that are on our order form, and of course we have a product catalog that covers a whole litany of options as well. We're going to just touch on a few of them right now, and we'll probably pick up more of a sequence into some of that later. To start with, we're going to talk about an airfoil tail, commonly known as the Speedster Tail, and we'll go to the back of the airplane for that. So the Speedster Tail got its name from the mid-90s when Jimmy Franklin did an aerobatic routine in the Kitfox Speedster at Oshkosh, well, and several other shows. And really what it is, it's an airfoiled tail, has ribs in the tail, and it adds to the rudder effectiveness of the vertical tail, also helps in yaw stability. And then of course we also have the airfoiled horizontal tail. And unlike a lot of airplanes that have trim tabs on the elevator, we actually have a flying tab, so it's a trimmable stabilizer. This changes position, therefore it's a flying tail. The Speedster Tail is strictly an airfoiled tail. Without it, you would have a flat slab, very similar to some other airplanes that are out there. There's a small gap that's between here. It's not sealed up. So that's pretty much the Speedster Tail in a nutshell. It's an airfoiled tail, adds to the effectiveness of the rudder, and also helps in yaw stability. Let's sneak around to the front. We're going to talk about a couple of the cabin options that are up, mainly the dual brakes. So I'm going to ask you to poke your head in here. We'll open this door up. The dual pin door latch, that's a new option that we just came out with as well. It's here. We'll go into that some other time, but go ahead and poke your head in. So the dual brake kit gives you brakes for turning left and for turning right. I'm kidding, of course. In the landing gear kit, you get a set of standard brakes for your left side, for the pilot side. So you have left and right brakes, and they are toe brakes. So you lift your heels up, lift from the toes, master cylinders, pedals, torque tubes. If you order the dual brake kit, that puts pedals on the right side as well for the flight instructor, passenger, whatever, so that you have brakes on both sides. Maybe you choose to fly from the right and you need some more from the left. So that's the dual brake kit option. It comes with the pedals, the hardware, the master cylinders to do that. Next up, we'll talk about the parking brake. Parking brake is simply a parking brake kit, I should say. It's a one-way shuttle valve. We have a little handle kit, a little placard. We mount it in the center console here. It can be mounted via cable. It can be mounted a lot of different ways. This is how we do it on the Series 7. Lightweight pedal upgrade, also known as puka pedals, or we like to call them puka pedals. Puka is Hawaiian for hole. And so what we did is we took and put 6 holes in the pedals. They actually embossed, so they have a little raise to them so your feet won't slip on them, and that's the puka pedal upgrade. So if you can get a look down here on the rudder pedals, you'll see some brackets on the side where the torque tubes are actually mounted, and those brackets are made by us as part of the prefab kit. You also have a bracket down inside of here that has detents to it so that the flaps can be deployed in sequence. And then the adjustable rudder pedals, which is really a highly sought after item. We're one of the only ones that do it. The seats do not adjust for the pilot. All the adjustments are done with the pedals. So there's a handle up here, it looks like a flap handle, it's a detent. These are able to be done in flight, and you can simply pull them back and adjust them for your height. So you can bring them all the way forward, push them all the way back, and they're independent of each other. So if you have a really tall person on one side, they can be all the way forward. If you have a short person flying the airplane, you can bring them all the way back. So they're completely independent. Bubble doors. And I'll get around here and get you back out of the cockpit here for a second. The bubble door is what you see here. Has about a little 1.5 inch bubble from the side of the door frame. The standard door, this is a standard door frame. The frames are exactly the same. It's strictly the covering that goes over the door. The stock covering is a Lexan sheet that matches all 3 of these points and gets put on the door. The bubble door gives that gap in between here, which roughly is about 1.5 inches, and you might be able to see it right here with my hands. These bubble doors and the windshield actually has a light smoke tint to it. It works really well in the summertime, takes a little bit of the heat off of it, a little bit of the glare. If you're a big time nighttime flyer and that's your forte, probably stay away from the tint because you get a lot of reflection inside, so it's a little hard. Stay with the clear. We love the tint. These are actually tinted windows and doors that are here. Streamline Struts. This is a interesting one to talk about because it's a fairly pricey option. These are 4130 chromoly streamlined steel. We introduced this here a couple of years ago, and we did it primarily because it takes literally all the labor out of installing the lift struts. Instead of a round tube here, it's a streamlined tube. It's they're powder coated to match your fuselage. If you need to paint them, you can paint them, but they're ready to install. What comes standard in the kit is a round 4130 chromoly steel tube. A round tube is the draggiest thing we put through the air. So we really want to streamline it. We have a PVC fairing kit, and it's literally set up for a 1-inch round tube, and it has snaps that will snap it together. Works great, and it's a lot of labor. You would take it and wrap it around your 1-inch tube, snap it, and then of course you'd bond it to that 1-inch tube. All the ribs that are here that are molding lines, you want to sand out, clean up, make nice and smooth. Do all your shaping down at the root section up here, your shaping up here at the top where your wing is, body work them, paint them, do all that. It works great, probably 30 to 40 hours worth of labor at a minimum. And the danger of it is when you go to a fly-in somewhere and your buddies come out and say, here, let me help you pull that, and they want to reach up and they want to grab the lift strut. Problem with it is what you're doing is this is sitting on a round tube, remember? So they're going to grab a hold of this and try to pull. If they don't pull straight and they try to pull up, they can break that free. With the steel tube, doesn't matter. They can grab a hold of it, shake it, pull it, do whatever they want to it. It's a very nice feature to work from. And that pretty much covers the Streamline versus the PVC. Something I do want to touch bases on that's really misunderstood is our landing gear. What you see here is the Monster Shot gear. What we refer to as the Monster Shot gear, and it's confusion. We actually manufacture all the components for the gear except the shock. The shock is actually a buyout system. So the actual gear legs, the Cabane V, all that is manufactured right here at Kitfox Aircraft. The strut assembly underneath there, that can be done with a die-coil spring. It can be done with the shocks like you see here. There's a couple other variations of people have done in the past, and that covers the landing gear system. Of course, if you can see on the tail wheel, this particular airplane has the T3 tail wheel spring on it with the ABI 3200 tail wheel as well. Those are also options on the catalog. That's about all for now. Next up, we'll be talking about the upholstery and some of the cabin options for the cargo bay, eyeball vents for the panel, some of the panel options that are coming up soon, and of course the upholstery with the different types of upholstery from velour to Cordura to the Synergy suede. Till next time, take care, be safe.